today's topic. Well, I have a lot of answers popping up. Again, the mini topic is one thing that you would do if you have $1 million. Okay, let me look at the answers. Oh, I have a lot of good answers. Okay, someone says donate to a charity.
Shoes.
Oh, okay, another student said donate to charity. Wow. I would buy my dream cars with the most. Why are cars? Okay, I would donate to charity and buy a lot of shoes and clothes. Give to my family. I have $1 million. I would tell them.
Your music is loud.
Where do you want to go? Okay, buy clothes and give the rest to my mom. Oh, you love your mom so much. Great. Okay, take half and give the rest to charity. Nice. Okay, I would buy almonds because the Christmas. Live on the beach. Buy a house in Hawaii and buy a bunch of shoes and phones. I don't know how much for one house in Hawaii, but like the house here is I guess it's not as expensive as in Hawaii. Give it to charity. Okay. California rolls. Is that the sushi? Okay, save it in my bank account until I'm 18 and save it to college, and then afterwards anything else. Good plan. Shoes. Okay, I see. Shoes. Well, you're gonna have a lot of, like, a bunch of shoes that can fill up your house. If I have $1 million, I would try to buy the BLM movement to stop the hate. And
my quick answer to this was donate to charity.
Oh, okay.
A quick answer.
Good.
What
Okay,
will you
buy
do
my
with
mom
$1
a
million?
house. Nice. Okay, buy food and go shopping. Definitely, you will buy a lot of food. Okay, so if you finish with your answers, go to the notes. Designer clothes. Invest in stocks. Good stocks. Okay, good. Thank you so much for sharing. I like it. I can see that many of you said you're gonna give it to charity. That's nice. That's so kind of you. Thank you for sharing. Okay, we're gonna go back to the notes. Okay, let me just move down, like maybe.
I don't need to share because I was lazy.
Okay, I can see that some answers popping up.
I just didn't want to give
because
a
today
proper
we're gonna
response.
review functions. We're gonna review functions, and in example number 1, you can see it says if the f of x equals to 2x minus 3, and it asks you to find the value of that function. Okay, so that means we're gonna just plug in numbers, right? Okay, so please allow me to show you how to do A, and then I'll let you do the B and C. Okay. So, because for A, it asks for f of 7. Let me ask one student whether they know what is the value for x. What is the x value in this case? Because it's basically telling you what x is, and it's asking for the y, or the value for the function. Avon, are you here? Can you unmute yourself and tell me what is the x value in this case? The x value is going to be numbered in the parentheses. Davon Clark, are you here? Can you unmute yourself? Okay, Carlina, here. Can you tell me what is the x value in this case? Sorry, I can't hear Davon. I can't hear Colleen at this point.
I think it's qualified this place.
Oh, 7. Okay, I got you. Thank you. Thank you, Kalina. Okay, so because our x value is gonna be 7, so then we're gonna just plug in numbers. Okay, so when we plug in numbers, because f of x is gonna be 2x minus 3. Okay, so now we know the x value as Kalina told us, it's gonna be 7, right? So I'm just need to plug in the 7 for the x. And then just subtract 3 from that. Let me just write 7 here. So 2 times 7 is going to be 14. 14 minus 3 is going to be 11. And then I'm done. 11 is going to be the value for f of 7. This is how we write f of 7. So the next one is f of negative 2. The next one is f of 0. Oops, I can see that many answers popping up. Okay. So I'm going to give you a minute to work on number 2 and 3. See if you can do it.
I thought I just started in there. Rip.
If you finish B and C, you can work on D and E. You see my digital timer? Very good.
Timer circle.
Thanks for the answer. Very good. I know that you're working on it.
Can't. When is it? 11:45.
See, it does not really matter whether it is right or wrong, but the participation part is really important because if you don't really work on it, you won't know. Very good. Thank you. Thank you for those answers. I can see that it's popping up to me.
Yeah, this is actually kind of easy, I suppose.
Someone changed their answer.
Sort of.
Okay, it's okay. Okay, so for number 2, because it's asking for f of negative 2, right? Okay, so let me just write the whole thing. F of negative 2, that is equal to, well, let me just copy down the function 2x minus 3. And then the second step, I will try to plug in numbers. So 2 times the whatever x is, and then I'm going to minus 3. All right. Okay, so in this case, the x value is going to be negative 2, because negative 2 is the number that is in the parentheses. Thank you for those who are typing that for me. Okay, so once I plug in the negative 2, then the next step, I'm going to solve it. So 2 times, I shouldn't say solve it. I would say, because solve is basically used in like solving an equation. So I'm going to calculate it. Okay, so 2 times negative 2, which is negative 4, because positive times negative, it's going to be negative, and 2 times 2 is going to be 4. Minus 3. All right, I don't have space, so I'm going to write it here. So negative 4 minus 3, so they have the same sign. So same sign, when they have the same signs, I'm going to add, I'm going to keep the sign and then add. Same signs, add. Different signs, subtract. So same sign, I'm going to add. 7. Done. Okay, so this is number 2. See if you have any questions. Alright, so this is number 2. Now let's look at number 3. Okay, so see, this is like a special case. Be careful when you see a negative number or a 0. So because f of 0, okay, so can anyone voluntarily tell me what is the x value? Unmute yourself and say it. What is the x value in this case? I don't even call names, and you can just unmute yourself. Oh, thank you for typing that out. Anyone want to unmute yourself and just say what is X value? Thank you. Okay, so it's 0. Thank you. Okay, so first we would just rewrite the function because this is what is given right here, right? So that's why I would want it to rewrite that. Oh, it changed the color. So, and then the next step,
Undead.
I am going to just plug in numbers. So I'm going to plug in the 0 for the X. What is 2 times 0? Is that equal to 2?
Your
no?
mission is to defend
thank
this
you.
person.
2 times 0 is -3.
No.
Yep, done. Okay.
I don't eat lunch.
So this is example number 1, 2, and 3. Oh, A, B, and C. This is what I should say. Okay, see if you have any questions. If not, work on D and E. If you do have questions or you want me to like explain something one more time, unmute yourself and please tell. Or you can just type it in the chat. Well, D is asking what is the slope and why is that, and E is something. E is a little bit different.
A 12 o'clock.
Thank you for those who gets the answer for me. Let me ask you a question. Does the slope include the X? Or if it's just the number? Just think about that. E is a little bit difficult. See, E is trying to tell you the value for the whole function. So always remember f of x, it's actually telling you the y value. That's the value for the whole thing. For the whole 2x minus 3. Okay? So it's trying to tell you the whole thing, the whole value, the y value equals to -9. And it wants you to solve that problem and get the x value. And I'm going to show you how to set this up later. Okay, another 30 seconds to work on D and E. Thank you for typing the answers. Nice. Alright, so the slope is gonna be the number in front of the x, and we call it in math coefficient. The coefficient, and we're gonna talk about it again after I think it's unit 4. We're gonna talk unit 1. That's the next time that I'm gonna mention that coefficient. That means a constant in front of the variable. Okay, so the slope is gonna be 2. We don't include the x right here. We're only talking about a constant in front of the x. So the y-intercept is going to be -3. So don't forget about the negative. So the y-intercept is going to be the constant, like it is by itself. And there's no letters right next to it. And that is going to be our y-intercept. So for the E, it says find x when f of x equals to -9. So from the question, we know that f of x, let me just copy that down. Like that is totally coming from the question. See the first line? It comes from here. So I've just copied it down, and I'm going to show you how to set this up. F of x equals to 2x minus 3. And then in the question E, it says find the x value when f of x, which this one is basically mean the y value. What is the y value? When f of x equals to -9. So that means f of x, this thing, equals to 9. Okay, so this is how we set it up. Because f of x equals to 2x minus 3. And x of x also equals to 9. So these two are basically equal. So this is how we set up the equation. So once we set it up, we're gonna just solve for the equation, solve for y, solve for x. Okay, so we're gonna try to get the x by itself. We're gonna add the 3 from both sides, on both sides. Alright, so because the negative 3 plus 3, this part is gonna be a 0. Minus 3 plus 3, this part is gonna be 0. So on the left of this equation, we will get 2x. And we don't need to write out the plus 0 because it does not really matter for the value. On the right, it's going to be 12. So 2x equals to 12. You divide both sides by 6. By 2, then x equals to 12. So this is, I'm going to see something like this in a minute. So it's basically telling you the y value and it asks what is the x value. So this is how you set up the equation.
Point.
You just move up a little bit so that you can see example number 2. See if you have any questions on B and E. You can unmute and talk about it. And if not, you can move on to example number 2. Oh, thank you for pointing that out. People are telling me this is negative 9, right? Okay, thank you so much. Yes, this is negative 9, so that means I did something wrong here. Sorry about that. Okay, so just now I put it as a positive 9, but actually it's a negative 9. Thank you for catching that. Okay, so if this is negative 9, then this one will become negative 6. Yep, so and then I'm going to divide 2 on both sides. And then I'm going to divide both sides by 2. And then the x is going to equal to negative 2. You're right. Okay, so now we're going to move on to example number 2. So number 2 it looks like a table, and that you may see some of that in your spec test, because it's like a quick way to check students whether they know how to do like when x is given, what is the y? When y is given, what is the x? So it's like for number 1, because the x value is given, so basically you just need to plug into right here, and then you will get what the y value is. Again, the g of x, that is our y value. That is our y value. Okay, so now we would just try to plug in the number first. We're trying to get what is the g of 0. I said it's g of 0 because I know when it's asking when x equals to 0, what is the y? So I can just write it as g. So it is x squared plus 3. So I plug that in. 0 plus 3. And that equals to 0 plus 3. I'm going to do the first and the second one, and I will let you do the third one. Okay, so the second number in your table, so if you're also working on it, you can check your answers for this one. So g of 2, I'm going to say that is g of 2 because it's asking me what is the g of x value when x equals to 2. So I just put the 2 in. And then now I'm just going to plug in the 2 for the x. So it's going to be 2 squared plus 3. Okay, so 2 squared means 2 times 2, because times itself. So 4 plus 3. This is not a good 3. Okay, which is 7. Okay, you can try to work on number 3. The third one, when x equals -2. Maybe some of you're working on this one, right? So this you can just plug in the 39 for the g of x and see what you get. There are 2 answers for this one.
Let's go really fast.
20 more seconds on the third one. When x is -2, what is the g of x? Okay, I want to ask one of the students, can you please pick a color for me? For me to just write on those. Okay, Charles, can you unmute yourself and, because I have purple, I have pink and red. Which color do you want me to pick? Red, okay. Does your mic work, Charles? No? Okay, so probably you can just get another headphone or a Chromebook, okay? Okay, thank you. So he picked red. Thank you. So for number 3, okay, so for number 3, because it's asking when x equals to -2, so I just put the -2 in this function, and when we read it, it is g of -2. That's the name of the function. Right, so the function is called the x squared plus 3. That means I'm going to plug that in. So it's going to be -2
Nice, I can get 1 extra perk.
plus
Hey.
3.
That's
I know some of you might just skip the steps.
If I get Robux.
And I would tell you that, like, if you skip those steps, and there will be a chance that you may get it wrong. So -2 squared, that means -2 times -2. Okay, let me just mark that. -2 times itself. Okay, because some students, they might think -2 squared, that means -2 times 2, but actually it is not. It means you're going to multiply by itself. So -2 times -2 is going to be 4. It's a positive 4 plus 3, and you finally get 7. So this is number 3, 7. Alright, so I am going to work with you for number 4, and then I want you to work on yourself for number 5. So I will begin to set this up. And I want you to show your work in your notebook. So please
Good place to follow
notes along with me. Alright, so this is number 4. And after I explain number 4, I would like you to try to work on number 5. Okay, some answers. Awesome. Okay, so for number 4, because it tells you the g of x is equal to 39. And g of x is also equal to x squared plus 3. So that's why x squared plus 3 is equal to 39. And this is how we first set up the equation. Okay, so after we set this up, we're gonna just solve for x and try to see what is that equals to. Let me just write number 4 here. Alright, so x squared and then plus 3 minus 3, it's gonna be 0 here. So like this part is gone, plus 3 and minus 3. And then on the left you have x squared. On the right you subtract and you got 36. Well, feels like, wait, x squared equals to 36? And that's asking for what the x value is, right? So I'm going to bring up a little bit, maybe it's new stuff for you. So we're going to use the square root in this problem. And the square root is just as an opposite operation for the square. So it's like plus and minus, they're the opposite. Multiplication and division, they're the opposite. And for the square and the square root, they're the opposite. And this is how we're going to work on this. I don't know if this is your first time to hear about that or what. So after I put a square root for x squared, and then I'm going to put another square root for the 36. So that means I'm putting the square root for both sides. Something that is very special is after you put the square root for both sides, you're going to put the plus and minus sign at the same time on the side that you have numbers. And I'm going to tell you why. Okay. Again, I'm going to repeat this step. For this steps, we were trying to find the square root for both sides. So I'm going to put the square root for the x squared. I'm going to put the square root for 36, but at the same time, I would need to put the plus and minus sign in front of the sign that has numbers. Okay, so I'm going to explain why to you later. Okay, so on the left, you see the square root and the square at the same time, right? Because they're opposite operation, so they can be cancelled out. See, the square root, it's gone. The square, it's gone. So there's only x.
Right.
On the right, plus and minus sign, and that means there are two numbers here, the positive and the negative. Okay, so the square root of 36, that means you're going to find the numerator. You multiply that itself, 36. So that number is 6. Okay, so this basically means x has two values.
This is not safe place.
And negative 6. The reason why we have two values is because both 6 and negative 6, when you square them, you got 36. Look at this step. It's asking what value that you square them, you got 36. Because 6 or negative 6, both of them, if you square them, you got 36. See the negative 6 times negative? This is how, like, after you square the negative 6, you'll still get a positive 36, right? So that's why we have two answers in this case. Okay, we're gonna talk about more later. So don't worry too much. But in this case, we have two numbers, 6 and negative 6. So this is number 4. So if you're interested, you can work on number 5. G of x is equal to x squared plus 3, and that equals to 103. I'm gonna get you some time to, like, for yourself to try to set it up and
Hello.
how to process. Alright, so this is how we set it up. X squared plus 3 equals to 103 because it tells you the y value. The g of x equals to 103. So next one, we're going to subtract 3 on both sides. I shouldn't put that straight line right there because otherwise you would think this is a division. Okay, so minus 3 on both sides. Alright, so on the left, we will get x squared. Because the plus 3 and minus 3, they're just 0. On the right, it's going to be 100. Okay, so now you just need to think. What number square itself or multiply by itself, it's going to be 100. Thank you for those answers. Yep. Don't forget there are 2 answers. Okay, so yeah, okay, perfect. Okay, so the answer for this one is going to be 10 and negative 10. Very good. Thank you. Very good. Yeah, well, the question is asking what is the smallest value for g of x. So because for the x squared, you cannot get a negative number for the x squared. Because it will be like if the x is a negative, it will be negative times negative. You will always get either a 0 or a positive number when you're trying to figure out the x squared. So the least number for the x squared is going to be 0. So that's why the g of x maximum is going to be 3. So it's right here it's asking what is the smallest value, the g of x. So it's going to be 3. Because the x squared, the minimum that it can be is 0. It couldn't be a negative number for the x squared. Does it overwhelm you, or do you think if you're being careful, then you will just figure that out?
11:41.
Okay, see if you have any questions.
11:45.
Okay, so we have like around 5 minutes left, and so option number 1, you can begin to work on your homework, or you can just spend more time on the notes. Option number 2, you can try to join me in the whiteboard right here. Okay, so let me try to copy the link down. So this is like a new tool for us that we're going to use later. So I have put a link right there. Like if you want to work on the homework, yes, go ahead. And if you want to work on the whiteboard, you can try to click on the link.
I hate to make.
And
Robots is freaking louder than you
be able to like draw
shit.
or like write stuff like this. It's just like something that you can practice on. You can click the link that I put. Let me type your name. See, I have several students that pop up. I'm trying to type your name. Okay. So you can try to use the pencil to like graph. Make sure that it's something appropriate. Or you can use the text box. Like you can just play around with it. Yeah.
Sorry.
Right, okay, thanks for asking about that. Yes, so the whiteboard is a tool that we're going to use later when we're trying to practice in the math. Because I would be able to see what you write, so it's like a good way for teachers to just check a student. Or if you like, you can begin today's homework. So this is the link for the homework. I can see what you write. So you can kind of use the link. Someone asked, is this on Classroom? Because the link defaults me to personal account. This is not the link from the Classroom, but I think it lets you to choose whether you use a Google account or not. It does not default to your personal account. Okay, so feel free to stay in the classroom until you finish the homework for today. So like today's homework, it's basically what we talk about, and there's something like a graph that you're gonna find out the X and the Y and things like that. So feel free to stay and ask those questions. Otherwise, please finish your homework tonight, and I'm gonna see you on Friday. I'm not gonna see you tomorrow. I'm sad. Okay, have a nice day. Okay, bye. Feel free to stay.
Thank you.
Sure, no problem. Bye.
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 Yes. I can play now. Freely. Well, yeah. Did I just die? Yep, I just did. Ah, so it's Russian. I see. Let's do this. Oh, damn, prime. Wow, that place is clean. Are they? Yep, both of you guys have it. Nice. That's it. Oh, hell no. Do not fortify in the bathroom. Oh no, that's not bathroom, that's shower. Leave me alone, please. I want to go outside. Fuck you. I'm free, but I need to make it. Right there. Very well. I don't think this thing has much recoil, but then that could just be because I just noticed it. Is there a storm around here? No. I need a medkit again. I see strip queen. Whew. I'm good. Hiya. I need a framer. Oh, I'm not going there. Done. I shall beat you to death with a shovel. No. Oh, good. Now I can't make it. Oh shit. gone, fiend. We shall survive. Take the shot. I'm actually want that. Nice. Time to wreck that. Ah. I have desperate insight. Alright, thanks, Mom. Come on now. I don't know where that guy went. Your aim sucks.
Trái ơi, you ready?
Mm-mm.
Rồi cô có chuyện nó mệt thì bắt con bé này để phát cái lắm.
Okay.
That's why you wear a shiny set.
Anytime this summer, we're always going to say something new about now but that we always say non-scientific. Bring the topic This one's for dirt, but it has to make some fresh too.
Noodle, we're finding a noodle. We got this noodle and the instant noodle on the back.
Now that's 16. So this is what we got. Instead of fresh noodle, not dry. This one, yes, I think dry. This one is really nice. The only way you can do it is to a chat. If you also look at it as small and that's why it's always Just sitting dog, snow, all the metal you did it with wow. Who's going on? Notice not good. No, be quiet. But the thing is, those two heads to do. Only pick it up. Yeah. Push, push. Just pushing up.
Well, bigger. You should be heavier. But it's smaller. You make throwing out. And then that way you're going to be.
những gì tôi biết ở các tổng tôi đầu tiên nhiều những khoảng rồi tôi không biết cái chuyện là như xảy ra
Like my friend who is racial gender. At least in English, I think this stuff is Christianity, but what kind of wish is that?
Aliens come to the masters.
I officially have to what kind of wish is that? Yeah, and now the problem is you don't know how bad it is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember and that's why I wish it had been
I raised my car to everything.
basically you think that you want to be solid so he doesn't feel like one side anymore. That's true, but he doesn't make sure it's much of otherwise what happens, that guy
ở những người lúc đầu cô cũng đây hiểu không? Anh bị gọi, mình gọi thì em có đầu ra
Now let's do like a fight. They don't push me. They're waiting. They don't want to. Mom, Christian? You purchased right now.
我都把它记到那里去了，我们把那个写。
E. Damn it.